Public comment. If there's anyone in the audience who wishes to address the City Council this evening about anything on the agenda or that is under our jurisdiction, please come forward. You have 4 minutes. You need to state your name and where you live.
All right, Kevin Linke, 1920 24th Street, Port Huron, Michigan, 48060. I'm here tonight to comment on you guys are voting tonight to award the Can Council a very substantial amount of money. I read it in the newspaper today. I think this is something that should have been put to the public a lot sooner than the day of the vote. But regardless, Mayor Repp sits on the board of directors of the Can Council. I think it's inappropriate for her to be voting. I know Ms. Archibald is abstaining from voting because she's the executive director. But Ms. Repp, the newspaper didn't say that. It had all the information wasn't out there, but I just wanted that. Also, on the night that Port Huron Lieutenant Joel Wood was shot, Port Huron City Manager James Freed fled his house that night with his family. And he did this because he was in fear that Josh Bowman was going to come to his house next. And I can prove this. I have eyewitnesses. He checked into the Doubletree Motel. So, I mean, I can prove this if you guys don't believe me. But Mr. Freed had this fear because he was involved romantically with, you can't stop me. He was involved, he was involved romantically with the victim from that case. And this is a problem because Mr. Freed's behavior is a liability to the city. And if he is,
but
it is.
No, it is
not. It is. You can't stop me. No, you can't. Mr. Freed is writing a grant to the city. His behavior is a liability to the city. You cannot stop me. You can't stop me. I get 4 minutes. No, you can't.
Yes, you
can't. No, they can't. No, they can't. Please go on camera. You can't stop me from talking. You cannot stop me from talking. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am talking about something. He's okay in the grant. His behavior is a liability. I am. His behavior. You can't tell me that. You can't do that. You know what you're doing, right? You're going to create a huge issue for yourself. You can't stop me from talking. I get my 4 minutes. So I would like to know why this has to do with the fact that James Freed's name was in the police report for asking Ashley Bowman to come out and have drinks. His behavior is a liability to the city. You can't stop me. You can't arrest me. Arrest me. Arrest me. Arrest me. They can't ask me to leave. I am in a public place. I am a resident of the city. No, they can't. They cannot. So I would like to know why this. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Please, you can't ask me to leave. You can't ask me to leave. I'm not leaving. I'm in a public place.
But you've been asked to leave by the council.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go what route? Why are you touching me? It doesn't matter.
She works for us.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
She works for us.
Are
you serious?
Excuse me, because you don't shout out from the audience either. It is an open forum.
Okay, am I next with my 4 minutes?
Excuse me.
Am I next with my 4 minutes?
Yes, but I'm saying something first. The time at the podium is to talk about city business, not personal vendettas or personal attacks.
He's the city manager.
It's not the place to attack.
It's not an attack. It's the truth.
Okay, excuse me. Point of order. Okay, you don't have to do all that. Okay, that's not necessary.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, and I appreciate you too. Just
give us your name, and you have 4 minutes. And with one announcement: the city offices will be closed May 30th. It's Memorial Day, and hopefully we have a very nice weekend here in Port Huron. It's a little chilly right now, and then I just want to comment. As far as having to unfortunately ask someone to leave our public comment tonight, that is not our practice to kick people out of the meeting. However, this is a business meeting. It's the time when you come forward to discuss anything on our agenda and anything over which we have jurisdiction that we vote on or that we're making decisions upon. It's not a time to have a smear campaign against any individual person. So for someone to stand up there and use it as a time to criticize a city employee, no matter who it is, whether it happens to be Mr. Freed or any other city employee. We're kind of more open targets. We're elected officials, but that is not the time nor the place to do it. So that is why he was asked to leave, just for the public record, that I would like to have them know that.
Thank you, Mayor Repp, for saying that.
Yes, and also too, I would thank you, Anita, for saying that as far as the fact that they said that you're the only one that asks questions, but you're very right. We get a lot of material ahead of time. We discuss a lot of things ahead of time, so it's not necessarily the time, and also, you know, the first person to ask the question, obviously, if you've asked the question, everybody isn't going to just ask the same question just so they have said, well, I asked a question. So I appreciate the questions you ask. It fills us all in.
No.
But there's no need for anybody else to jump in there a lot of times and, you know, re-ask the same question, so.
Yeah, Mary, and that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
It's just that I
Oh, no, I
just
realize
work
that.
for the people. You elect me, and it's just me doing my job. So, but I just know you could have some questions. You know, I'll sit there. I don't have to ask questions all the time, but I certainly, if it hit me in the wrong way, I'm gonna ask it because
Yeah.
I want to know the answer.
And we all appreciate listening to the answers, and what I'm saying is,
Okay.
but why ask the question a second time?
Right, yeah.
So, anyways, is there anything else to come before the council?